Adrian Morrison here. Welcome to the Profit Power Hour. We have epic training ready for you tonight. So excited about that. Everybody's piling into the webinar right now. So in just a minute, we will get started. I just want to make sure everybody has a chance to get on because tonight we have a special guest who's going to be coming on here and showing y'all some really cool stuff. So let's do something real quick. I'm just going to set one or two things up here tonight to do a free Q&A. Okay. All right, so everybody's piling in. Go ahead and just type in a 1 in the chat box, or it's actually called the questions box. If you could see my screen and you can hear me. Now I'm going to pop on my webcam and pray that GoToWebinar does, good this week, because last week it was a bit of a nightmare having GoToWebinar stream the webcam. So everybody can see me. Just type in a 2 if you could see my webcam. Okay, cool. Lots of 2s coming in. Internet says, why not Zoom? Zoom wasn't around actually when we started doing these webinars 5 years ago. Everybody's registered on GoToWebinar, and it just makes things a little bit easier. I'm gonna restart my cam real fast because it was being funky. All right, so everybody should be able to see the welcome screen right now. And if you're new to the Profit Power Hour, the welcome screen on the right-hand side has my social media. On the left-hand side, it's got some of the tools that we use for Shopify. Some of these I personally have had developed. Some of them are just simply tools that I recommend that are really great for people doing drop shipping. And something that I want to point out, if you're a brand new Profit Power Hour member, maybe you're here from our Instagram Mastery training, my Ecom Success Academy, Ecom Quick Start. First off, I want to welcome you. This is a training series I do every week, and I've been doing it every week for 5 years, and I've never missed it, ever. I actually even did a Profit Power Hour one day when I hurt my back. I was working out, and I just picked something up the wrong way, and I was legitimately on the floor at my house, and I was with my brother, had to call in reinforcements to do this webinar. It is a free training. I see a lot of y'all remember that from earlier in the summer when I was in Destin. So it's a free training that we do every single week, and it's not really based off of any specific program that I have, like Instagram Mastery or Profit Power Hour. It's really just based off of what's working in my business right now. And there are many facets to my business. I do e-commerce. I've done millions upon millions of dollars in e-com, Facebook marketing, and Instagram advertising, digital marketing, and affiliate marketing. And we go through like series. Like we just finished up like a 12-week series boot camp of something called drop servicing. And now what we're doing is we're going through a new series about drop shipping that is showing you a new automated way to build an e-commerce store, automate all of the fulfillment, and bypass Aliexpress, which is an absolute nightmare to deal with in many cases. And last week what we did is we introduced you to a new platform called Zendrop. How many of you were here last week for Zendrop? Just type in yes in the chat box. Janine says new hairdo. I wouldn't really say new hairdo. This is just all I can do with my hair. It's just so long I haven't been able to get a haircut. Cool. And last week we showed you Zendrop. I was able to negotiate a 90-day free trial for you with their pro plan, which is amazing, but their platform is free to all, right? But with the pro plan, you get some features and all that good stuff. So I got y'all a discount code for 90 days that is still active. We will still share that with you here on this webinar. And you know what? You don't have to use their platform, but the reason I am introducing you to it is because I know the founder, and I've seen how amazing it is, and we're starting to use it in our own store as well. And I've watched them grow it for over a year, and I really think it's going to solve some of the really big problems. Now, every week we give away free cash money. So at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give away $200, all right, to a completely random winner. All you have to do is be on the webinar. And if you don't yet have a Shopify store, an e-commerce store, and you want to be able to learn how to make money with products that you never see, touch, or ship, and you want to follow along with the different series about e-commerce that I do, then you can simply go to the link that you see at the top of the screen, which is shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. I'll even put it over here, and I'll put it in the questions box for you all. And currently, Shopify is doing a 90-day free trial, which is big for them because the biggest trial they've ever done is 30 days. And that's now in the chat box if you want to get a free Shopify trial. They're doing a 90-day trial, so you can build a store and you have 90 days, and you're going to have 90 days also to use Zendrop. So it's like, if there was ever a time to start a store and start doing drop shipping, I think it's right now. And then of course, every week you get on here with me, and I get to show you new ways and new products and new things that you can do. This webinar series has helped produce 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure, even some 8-figure e-commerce stores just simply from getting on my webinars, right? So what I want everybody to do real fast is I want you to jump over to our Facebook group, and I want you to remind everybody in our Profit Power Hour Facebook group to hop on the webinar right now. Just say, everyone get on the PPH webinar. Adrian has the COO, that's the Chief Operating Officer of Zendrop, on here tonight to do a free Q&A. And if you don't have access to the Facebook group, all right, make sure that you request to join. I'll go ahead and put that link in here because I know that we have lots of new people getting on here right now. So that is in the questions box. And yes, we are live. You're just not able to see other people's chat because it'd be very distracting for you to look at other people's questions, right? You need to be focusing on the words that come out of my mouth and the things that are being shown on this screen. However, whenever you have a question, we can see it if you just type it into the questions box. So if you go over there and go to the group, what we're going to do is at the end of the webinar, I'm going to choose a random person to get some money. All right, I can already see right now people are in the Facebook group. Check this out. I'm loading up the Facebook group right now, and people are in the group and they're already posting to hop on the webinar. So you can see Akash here 1 minute ago, Bradley, you got Malcolm, Dina. So thank you all so much for posting in the group. It reminds people, oh wait, there's a webinar happening, so it's time for me to get on. So thank you all so much for coming in here and posting. Only post once, okay? And then at the end of the webinar, I'm gonna just choose a random person to give away some money. Now, last week, again, I went over a platform with you in Shopify called Zendrop. Zendrop is amazing. And we had just tons of people sign up for Zendrop using our free Pro Plan discount last week. And of course, anyone can sign up for their platform for free, right? And we got a couple of questions. So one of the main things that I wanted to do for you, right, is I wanted to get on one of their executives and have them come on the webinar, show you inside a live like Zendrop account, so you can see data, you can see the benefits, you can see how they fulfill, and give you a full walkthrough of their platform. Now, this was not easy to do. It took me a good couple of days to convince them to stop what they're doing, because they're running a really big company, to get on my webinar and answer all of your questions. Most people will be like, just if they have questions, tell them to get on support or watch some tutorial videos. How many of you in here are excited to have one of the executives, the chief operating officers running this platform, right? It's the go-to. Come on here, share a screen, and show you the ins, the outs, the best parts of this platform to optimize for your own store. Just say yes, 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 okay? Now, I asked him how to pronounce his last name right before we got started, and I've already forgotten how to pronounce his last name, so I'm going to try. I want to welcome Brad Leffler on here, the Chief Operating Officer of the Zendrop platform. I'm going to unmute you, Brad, and let's just see if we can get you get your webcam up and everything, and see if people can hear you.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Just drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, or the questions box.
Nice.
And Adrian, you did nail it. Nailed the last name, so kudos to that. Yeah, most people mess it up. So yeah, I really appreciate you having me on here. And as Adrian said, we did and still have that that promo code available. We don't offer a even a free trial to the Pro plan, so definitely want to take advantage of that if you have the opportunity to. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and share my screen here and walk you guys through sort of the key features that we've included into Zendrop, and then field some questions if you guys have any questions for me.
Yeah, so if you could just literally show them from like starting from scratch, here's what I would do, and here are the little key features that a lot of people don't know about or they should utilize. And then y'all were telling me before, like at a certain level, if someone's making X amount of sales a day, y'all give them a personal rep, y'all will source products for them. There's this white glove service type thing, which is free, that you offer to people, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. If they're selling a certain tier of products. So I'm gonna share I'm gonna let you take over the screen. Now this is really different for me because it's been probably 2.5 to 3 years since I've had somebody else on this webinar and I've let them take the screen. And anybody that follows me knows, like, this is, very different to have someone on here. So I'm gonna hand over the screen to you right now, Brad, and you should be able to share it and just walk us through, like, Zendrop. Where do we begin, and how do we use the platform to its fullest?
Yep, awesome. I'm just adjusting my system preferences. Haven't opened GoToWebinar in a little while.
Okay, no worries. And GoToWebinar, man, when you get a lot of people on, like, it lags, it freezes, all that stuff. And I will also, at the end of the webinar, I'll drop the special link to Zendrop again, plus the discount code to Zendrop. You'll want to use that discount code and go through my specific link. It's the only way for you to get, all of the benefits that I put together.
Told me that I have to restart GoToWebinar here to share my screen. Some sort of weird update.
Okay, all right. So what I'll do is I'll just make myself the presenter again. Look, when you restart, guys, this is a live webinar, so just bear with us. This is not recorded. When you leave this, Brad, do not press the button that says end webinar. All right, press the one that says leave webinar. It's a common mistake that people make. Otherwise, it'll shut our whole webinar down.
Got it. Leave webinar.
All right, so I would just boot up, and I'll talk to everybody while you're jumping back in here.
Got it.
All right, cool. So for those of you that did not get Zendrop last week, the link is profitph.com/Zendrop. While he's rebooting, I'll put this in here. And if you want the Pro plan for free it's free for anyone to join Zendrop, okay? But if you want to go ahead and upgrade to the Pro plan and just use it free for 90 days, you can, obviously you can cancel at the end of 90 days if you want, and just go down to the free plan. You would use that discount code Adrian VIP 90. And what this does is it connects to your Shopify store, right? So rather than coming over here to Aliexpress, which is what a lot of people are doing right now, even with everything happening, over in China and delays on shipping times and whatnot, and they're selling stuff like right now, the safe key. Like, I'm gonna do a whole webinar on this, but it's called the safety key. Let me just do this. Safety key is like blowing up right now. Hold on. I know I'm spelling safety wrong. Give me just a second. see if this does it. Yeah, this product right here is destroying it right now, obviously, because people want to be wearing gloves and masks. They want to touch certain things, right? So people are still selling lots and lots of stuff from AliExpress. But what Zendrop does is they filter through all of the zillion different vendors that sell the same product here. And what they do is they connect to your Shopify store. All right, so you'll see up here, it says Gear Grabbers. This is connected to my store. And I can find products on AliExpress through their service, through their vetted vendors, and they will automatically fulfill for us. They'll automatically list products on our store, you know, and they also will ensure that the shipping is taken care of and that everything is on point. Because when you're scaling your business and you find a product that sells, you do not want to be working with the AliExpress vendor that screws you over when you do high volume, because that could cost you a lot of money. So using Zendrop, you start working with vendors that they're responsible for, that they're pulling into here and have relationships with. So you know shipping times are going to be the best, product quality is going to be the best, fulfillment is going to be the best and fully automated. It's you know, it's a no-brainer for me. And Brad, I see that you're back on the webinar. Do you want to try to give it a go, sharing your screen again?
Yep, let's do it.
Cool. So I'm going to make you the presenter, and you should now be able to take over the screen.
Awesome, got it. You guys can see this, right?
Might take it a second to load up for everybody. So let's see. Just put in whenever y'all can see Brad's screen, put in a like a 5 in the chat box. And Brad, are you able to see the questions box?
Yep, and I can see the 5s coming in.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So let's get started. Walk us through this. This is epic because you got a live sales coming in this one.
Awesome. Yeah, appreciate it, Adrian. Yeah, so just a quick overview on Zendrop. This is a test store that we have. You know, our dev team is constantly working in here, working on new features, testing them out, making sure that they're good to go before we push them live. So you'll see a few wonky things in here, but this is live data that's coming in. So we'll go through some of the core features. But first, I just wanted to cover what Zendrop is and why we built it. Zendrop is built by dropshippers. The whole team has a lot of experience in the e-commerce space and in dropshipping in general. And this was built out of a need for more reliable, automated, sustainable fulfillment, because dropshipping is such a fantastic business model, but having to deal with AliExpress and private suppliers, only being able to talk to them from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. our time, right? And then in a couple hours in the morning, maybe if you're lucky, it's just not a sustainable way to run a business. So we knew something needed to be done, spent a lot of time and resources building this out. And our goal was really to make it as seamless as possible, as user-friendly as possible. So I'm just going to show you a few of the main features that you'll have. You'll need access to the Pro plan to get access to most of these features that I'm referring to. But again, Adrian twisted our arm and we were able to offer that awesome 90-day free trial for you guys. So definitely a good time to check that out. So first, we'll start with one of the really cool features here inside of your Zendrop dashboard is going to be the branding option. So right now, we've got thank you cards available to be placed inside your packages when they get shipped out. We're going to add a lot more features to this branding section, but right now, the best way to start out was with thank you cards, and that's what we're going with here. So this is where you can design your own thank you card on nice glossy photo stock paper to go inside your packages to get shipped to your customers. Adds a nice personal touch. It's way better than having Chinese labeling and manuals and packaging and promotional items stuffed inside the box, which is how it was when I first started dropshipping. You had to go out of your way to tell the supplier, and most times you still do now, to avoid putting any promotional materials in the box. So we'll go to the branding section here. You can change the image, you can change the title, your message, your address, your support email address. You can even download a sample of this thank you card so you can see how it looks and how it feels before actually turning it on. And then all you have to do is hit save and then toggle this green button on. And now every package that gets sent out to your customers will have a customized thank you card in it.
So Brad, what's the benefit of, like, all right, obviously, and remember, I have some people that are seasoned vets and some complete newbies. So obviously, you know, it's great to have branding on your package and not just the Chinese, you know, the Chinese like packaging and cards and stuff that looks like a lower quality product that they're delivering. But what are some of the things that you could do with this thank you card that could actually monetize the traffic and the customer further? Like, would you recommend on the thank you card putting a discount code so when customers open up their package, they have like a 10 or 15% off discount code? In a way, you're upselling them?
100%. It's a great point. Yeah, this could be used as sort of a upsell funnel at the back end. You know, you're not paying for that customer again. You're happy to offer them 20, maybe even 30% off the next order, or offer them something else, offer them a $5 store credit to leave a review. There's a lot of ways you can get creative here to help you on the back end, because in e-commerce, as I'm sure some of you know, right, it's all about acquiring a customer. And then once that customer is happy with their experience, they're now a customer for life. So you paid to acquire that customer one time, and now you can increase the lifetime value using something like this.
For sure. Do you have an example of what one of these looks like by chance, just out of curiosity? If you don't, it's okay, but.
I don't, but if you click on this button here, there's no real text here, or, you know, we didn't really write a message or anything. This is kind of just our testing interface here. But if you download a sample here, you'll get exactly what it looks like in a PDF.
Cool. So you'd recommend probably just putting like your store logo where you can add an image to that, right? Like whatever your store's brand name is, and then just like a thank you message with a discount code, and that's going to go in every package. So every time you get a customer, you're going to be doing two things. You're going to be building your brand further, right? And you're going to be hopefully generating an upsell. And I cannot stress enough what he just said. The most expensive part of marketing, and I would write this down if you're new, no matter what type of marketing it is, the most expensive part of marketing is customer acquisition. The money it costs you to get the customer. Once you get the customer, the key is how do you get that customer to come back again and again and again without spending more money? And this is an effortless way that you can build your brand so your Shopify store stands out amongst all the other ones, right? And it's a way to monetize that customer and get continued free traffic with that discount coupon. Now, is this something that you got to have the pro plan for, which they have a 90-day trial for, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay, sweet.
And I just want to touch on that point that you just brought up there, building a brand. Before, you know, using Aliexpress or whatever other method of fulfillment you're using, it's really difficult to build a brand. You know, someone gets a package, it's in an unlabeled package, and there's nothing inside it. Maybe there's even, you know, Chinese manual inside of it. You kind of feel ripped off, right? It's not a good feeling getting that package. But if you can get a package, all of our packages are packaged beautifully. We do offer custom packaging as well on that plan that Adrian was referring to earlier in the call, where if you're doing high order volume, we'll give you a private support rep and a sourcing agent. We can do custom packaging, private labeling. We'll get into that in a little bit. But to be able to offer that level of branding into your packages will increase the value of your company, right? That you're building a company here and building a brand, and it's not really worth much if you can't have a reliable customer base and you're not building any brand equity. So really important.
Yeah, and that one feature, dude, if you just got one sale from a repeat customer from the thank you card, that in itself would pay, right? Probably $50, $60 in a sale that would pay for pro plan features for the month or whatever. So yeah, that's cool, man. I'll let you continue on.
Cool. Yeah, so much you can do with it. You can even put a QR code here in the message that can open to your, to your social channels. So much you can do with it. Cool. The next thing I'm gonna go over is express shipping. So also need the pro plan for express shipping. Just to be fully transparent with you guys, with the COVID-19 pandemic, shipping times have been variable. And because our express shipping option relies heavily on transportation of planes back and forth from the States and China. Shipping times have been a little bit slower. So we're actually recommending not at this very moment. You can use express shipping, it's slightly faster, but for the price, you've got to weigh out if that's going to be worth it for you. I just want to be fully transparent about that. But the easiest way to do it is if you've got products already loaded up into your store. 1 second here. You know what?
By the way, are sellers on Zendrop right now, like, are they, like, Jared was telling me that people are selling ridiculous amounts of product through Zendrop even right now.
Yeah, it's we've seen a spike ever since this whole quarantine thing started. It seems like e-commerce is just booming and people are scaling their stores. There's also a lot of advertising space out there with the bigger companies cutting budgets. They're not advertising as much on Facebook, so CPMs are going down, the costs of advertising are going down, which allows people to scale their stores harder.
Cool.
I don't know what is taking so long for this to load. Sorry, my internet must be cutting out a little bit. Okay, cool. Well, here we go. So express shipping is super easy to use. All you have to do is toggle this on before importing it to your store. I've already added this to my store, so turning it on is as simple as toggling this switch right here. And now it's on for all your orders. You can also, in the orders tab, before you fulfill an order, you could also toggle express shipping on or off. And if you go into fulfill all orders, you'll also be able to toggle those on and off individually. So normally express shipping has a 5 to 7 day shipping window from China, which is amazing. Really, really cuts down on refund requests and potential chargebacks from long shipping times. So it's usually a really, really good option. Right now, it still is slightly faster. You've just got to weigh out, is it worth it on this product versus the cost of the actual product.
So when you do express shipping, it's on a per product basis. So you don't have to turn it on for every product that you're selling. That's important to note for everyone in here, because your margins on one product may be better than on another product, right? And if you're selling a lot of a single product, like, dude, I've had a product I built a Facebook ad for just pop off within 3 days, and it goes from like nothing to $10,000 in sales a day. And when you're doing a lot of volume like that, you probably want to use the express shipping, so the immense amount of customers you're generating are getting their product at a faster pace. So, y'all have the ability to go in and toggle on express shipping per product. Can you just show them how to do that one more time? Because some people are super new. And this would only affect products that you're using in Zendrop, right? So on your Shopify store, you might still be doing Pillar Profits and Shine On and Aliexpress items, but Zendrop's platform will manage any products that you've added to your store from Zendrop automations.
That's correct. Yep. So really quick, again, just to show anyone that may have missed it or might be new, I'm going to head over to my products. These are all the products from Zendrop that I've added to my store. I'll click on the product that I want to add express shipping for, and I'll toggle it on, and that's it. If it's on, all the orders that you fulfill will be fulfilled with express shipping, and then if you turn it off, same thing goes there.
And someone just asked the question, wouldn't we charge them for express shipping? Yeah, I mean, I would. So if you haven't, you have the unique ability, if you're one of my students and you're using our Shipping Hero app, you have the unique ability to set shipping prices in a way that nobody else can. So I would definitely give people the ability to have express shipping and then just charge them more for it, right? And that way you're good to go. But you're still going to have some people that don't want to pay extra for the express shipping, so they might take the slower shipping times. And what we're looking at right now is orders that are actually inside of Shopify, right? These are orders and sales that this store has received, but every order in your Shopify store that's generated with a Zendrop product that y'all fulfill is also viewable inside of the Zendrop platform, right?
That's right.
So if they go to orders up there at the top, they're going to see all of the orders that they've generated on their Shopify store specifically from Zendrop. Is there anything that they would need to know about this section, like the auto fulfill offer on? Like, do y'all recommend that you have auto fulfill on for every order, or do you recommend that people go and do it, you know, click on every order? I personally feel like I would just turn on auto fulfill for everything.
Yeah, I mean, so it's really a personal choice, but auto fulfill is an amazing option to fire your order fulfillment VA and save some money there. I mean, if you're doing big volume, that alone could be a few $100s a month. You just literally toggle this switch on and you can fire them, which is an amazing feature. But if you're someone who wants to sort of check on things and make sure that it's 100%, I mean, there's nothing is changing in terms of leaving auto fulfill off or turning it on with the data that's coming in. But if you're one of those people that just likes to have their finger on the pulse a little bit more, then you can certainly go in and fulfill all of these orders individually, or at the end of each day, maybe you can come up here and fulfill all orders. And then, like I said before, you can toggle express shipping on and off here, and you can just scroll to the bottom and fulfill all of your orders there. So you've got both options. I recommend always leaving autofulfill on because it's just so easy. You know, like I said in the beginning, we really wanted to focus on making a sustainable, reliable, automated solution, and this automates the entire fulfillment process. I remember when I started dropshipping, and Adrian, you could probably relate to this, it was such a hassle to go in every day at the end of the day and go into Oberlo or Aliexpress and manually fulfill all of your orders, entering in data and, you know, having to pay, and eventually having to pay a VA to do all that and paying them hundreds of dollars a month. It gets expensive and it's time consuming.
Yeah, I mean, when I was doing this in the beginning, and we were running around $500,000 a month in revenue, I was paying virtual assistants about, I think it was around $2,500 a month to manually do everything for me because I wanted it, you know, done the right way. And so I got higher tier assistants doing things. And you know, as soon as like something like I see something like this, I'm like, wow, you know, that's going to save me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month with mindless tasks and time. And then you can take those resources and you can put them somewhere else where they can be doing a revenue producing activity rather than a non-revenue producing activity. So
Right.
what else would you want to show us from the platform?
So I'm just walking through, again, guys, this is a test store, so you're going to see some wonky data in here, but what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find an order that does have a tracking number, just so I can show you what that looks like. So I could just explain it, even though we can't find any currently, because we don't actually ship out orders most of the time from this store. So what happens is you'll pay for an order, and then it'll go into processing, right? And then we'll get tracking information back from our suppliers. That'll go into our system, which will then reflect on your account. The order will show as shipped or fulfilled, and then a tracking number will populate right here. What also happens at that point is tracking information is automatically through Shopify's API inputted into your Shopify backend. And so now your customer gets their triggered notification that their order has shipped, and they get provided with the tracking number. So that's sort of the process on, you don't have to do anything, it's completely hands off, but as soon as you get the tracking information, as soon as we get the tracking information back, you'll see it here where it says awaiting tracking number. You could also click this link and track it from here, and your customer will get the tracking data as well.
Sweet. And somebody asked, you know, like, is this similar to Amazon FBA? The answer to that is heck no. Amazon FBA, you're buying your own inventory, you're paying up front, and praying to God that you can sell it, right? You get all this inventory, spend all this money, warehouse it, and then hope that you can sell it. Zendrop is actually doing all of that work for you. In some cases, I was told y'all do have like US inventory and can do that for some members, depending on their volume, but we're not spending any money up front. It's drop shipping. So you can go add products to your store. And if they don't sell, it doesn't matter. If they do sell, Zendrop will automatically fulfill it for you. It really is a turnkey solution in that they handle everything, automate everything. All you have to focus on is getting a customer to buy the product. So on this find products part right here, if I wanted to come in here and find a product that was just, crushing it right now, or was more likely to have success right now, I know that y'all don't just put a bunch of junk in Zendrop. You put products that actually sell. So pretty much everything in here is a good product to be selling. But are there any strategies or tactics that you use under the find product section to find things that would have higher profit margins or be more popular right now? Like, what would be a strategy for a complete newbie to say, I'm logging into Zendrop, I'm going to find a product that is more likely than anywhere else that I'm searching to make me money right now and sell?
Yeah, so we've got the price range filter here, which I like to use because typically products that cost more can be sold at a higher margin. So that's really what I would suggest going with. Or we can come in here and shop trends. These are all items that are trending on Zendrop. So these are the trendiest items that we've got. So I mean, some of them are a lot lower ticket, but you can certainly use the trends feature as well to just try to catch some hot products.
All right. So in this event, what I'm seeing is that hold on, you can add that. All right. So what I'm seeing here is that like this is stuff out of the gate I would not like be looking to sell. I mean, I'm not really in the business of selling women's summer dresses, right? And what's important about this, everyone that's watching and that's here with us live, is that oftentimes what's making money right now isn't exactly what you're in love with or what you're passionate about. If your dream is to sell golf supplies, right, because you're passionate about golf, tough luck. You want to play golf? Go play in your spare time. You want to make money, then you sell what's working right now, right? What matters is what everybody else in the world wants, not what you think is a good idea. And that's called the marketer's mindset, right? So I find myself selling, like I come in platforms like Zendrop and I'm like, what the heck is this like little pink bottle that's on the second line? It looks like some sort of like maybe eye cream or all right, so Korea lip, what is this? Lip sleeping mask, lip balm. All right, so stuff like that, it's just destroying, right? Just these weird little items. And how would we target a product like this, right? Well, it would be pretty easy, honestly. If you were to go on Facebook and you wanted to sell a product like this, that's more of in the beauty industry, you would just start targeting really big beauty influencers from YouTube. Oftentimes their names will come up in Facebook advertising, right? And in Instagram marketing keywords, all the health and beauty terms, all the health and beauty companies, right? And so now you found a product that we can see is trending, we can see is doing well, right? Because Zendrop told us that. And the targeting for this is like, it's common sense type targeting. Who's interested in beauty products? Typically, women that are 25 and above, actually really 35 and above, I've always seen most profitable, but 25 and above is what I would target. Would you agree in that assessment, by the way? Because that's just my opinion from my experience.
Yeah, and another actually really interesting marketing tactic that I've used on a lot of the stores I've owned and managed is to go after maybe an interest that or a liking of someone who would buy this product that's unrelated completely to makeup, right? It might be, a person that cares about their skin and wants to have a nice skin routine, also shops at Whole Foods. So if you can target someone that is interested in Whole Foods, that CPM might be a lot lower than if you targeted Sephora. Beauty and makeup is the number one almost all the time most expensive audience. So you can go to a different different interest that shares demographics, that's usually a really good way to lower your cost and beat out your competition.
For sure. And you're right. Yeah, hitting the most common big interests are typically going to render higher advertising costs. So I would definitely do the off-scale stuff, which would be precise targeting, and then the broader targeting. And then definitely for this, I personally, have been targeting for beauty style products, big influencers that show up that Facebook will allow you to target for sure. So tell us a little bit about made in USA.
So made in the USA is something that we're working on. Most people right now on Zendrop are selling through our Chinese warehouse. So as you said before, we have a few suppliers that we work with in China that are the best of the best. They know what they're doing. They have massive operations, and they're able to offer quick processing times and shipping times and a really reliable service when it comes from A to Z. So that's what we've been focusing a lot of our energy on. We are making a push to onboard more US suppliers. We have a few on there. You can go and check that out if you'd like. But most people right now tend to be selling these trending products, most of them coming from China. So that's where we've been focusing a lot of our energy to make the user experience as good as it can be. I wanted to show you one more quick feature here, and then maybe open it up for a Q&A if you don't have any more questions for me, Adrian.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. So an amazing feature that we're actually getting ready to launch very soon. It's in beta right now. We have close to 100 people using it, making sure that the experience is really good and that we don't have any major bugs, so we can release it to all of our pro users in the next. I hate giving a time frame with development things, but I'm going to say within the next couple of weeks it should be live to all pro users. So again, with that promo code that you have for that 90-day free trial, definitely take advantage of this. So what we've figured out is that obviously people want to come use Zendrop, but we don't have their products on the platform, right? Major problem. So the process that we came up with is a really simple and easy to use. I'm going to show it to you right now. So let's say if I wanted to go that safety key, right, that you were looking at before, Adrian, I want to find that on Zendrop and I want to sell it. And again, this is live, so I'm not sure if we even have the safety key on here. Okay, turns out we don't. So what I'm going to do here, and this is live on our testing account and on a handful of users' account, again, testing the experience, I could actually import a product using an Aliexpress link. So what I can do is I'm not getting it from, we're not sourcing this from Aliexpress. We're using the data on the Aliexpress link to pull that information into Zendrop, into your online store, into your Shopify store, and allow you to start selling that product immediately. We'll start quoting it on the back. As soon as you make a sale, we're going to get a quote for you, and then you can start fulfilling that product, and then it'll be listed on Zendrop. So the price is always going to be very close to Aliexpress, sometimes a little bit lower, usually, sometimes a little bit higher. That can vary. There's a lot of shady tactics that Aliexpress uses to entice people into buying their products, but really, I'd pay $5 over for 8 to 15 day shipping rather than $4 for 60+ day shipping any day of the week.
Yeah.
But this feature will allow you to literally take that Aliexpress link that you found before, paste it right here and hit confirm, and that'll automatically import that listing into your import list, and you can import that to your store and start selling it immediately.
Does that feature work right now on the account that you currently have?
Yep, so I can go to Aliexpress and look for something and then pull it in.
And that, while you're doing that right now, that's not on people's accounts right now, but it's a feature that's coming hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
That's correct. It's not on anyone else's account right now aside from a handful of users, but we've been testing it for over a month. Things are looking really good. I'm very confident that within the next couple of weeks, it will be live on all pro user accounts.
That's so epic. Here it is. I just sent you a link to Aliexpress with the actual safety key if you want to. Okay, you found one.
Yeah, I found one here. So I'm literally going to take this, cut it, and copy it. Click on confirm. Let our API do the magic. And now I've got that product in my import list. I can now change the name. I can change the description to anything that I want, right? I can select which variants I want to include. I can select which images I want to import to my store, and I can import it to my store. And another really cool feature that we've implemented here is that, let's say you're already selling the safety key, right? You're using Aliexpress or Overlow or whatever other method of fulfillment you're using. You could actually take this and now start selling immediately on Zendrop and not even have to change the links in your ad copy or your content ID on Facebook. You don't have to change anything. You can simply select the product to override here and select the product that you want to override. Pick a test product here. All I have to do is hit import and override with this safety key that I've got here. Now, if I leave both of these boxes unchecked, I will simply override the fulfillment to Zendrop. I won't change anything else on the product page. So everything else will remain exactly the same. All the images that you have, the description that you have, all the reviews that you have, your product landing page will be exactly the same. All I'm going to do is swap out the fulfillment for Zendrop. So now if I import and override this product, and then I go into my orders tab and I click auto fulfill, I've now swapped my fulfillment to Zendrop and completely automated the entire process.
Dude, I'm going to ask you to kind of go through that again, because I always repeat things 2 or 3 times so people can catch it, but that's stupid. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. You can literally pull in a product from AliExpress, even if y'all don't have it, and you guys will still do all the work. You'll automate everything, is what you're saying with that feature that you're adding in.
Yeah, and again, we're not sourcing it from AliExpress. We're simply getting the data from AliExpress so that we can pull it into our system and start the legwork on our end of getting that sourced for you. And then once you make a sale, we'll give you the price. Again, it's always in that ballpark. It's usually a little bit cheaper, but if it's not, again, you're paying for a reliable fulfillment service, not 90-day shipping time. So, but yeah, to answer your question, it is completely automated for you. And again, I'll show you again really quick, or not so quick, so everyone can get it.
Let's say that a product, like you're going to type in safety key, you're looking for a specific product that you want to sell. So I'll just kind of navigate you as you do this. And you're like, oh crap, the safety key's not in Zendrop. This sucks, because I know Zendrop's going to get me a better deal. They're going to automate the fulfillment, and I'm going to be using a good vendor. So I'm screwed, right? Well, no, you're not. Now you can go to AliExpress. You can find a vendor on AliExpress that sells that product. So you would just go over to aliexpress.com. Can you do that real quick, just so everybody can walk through it? Yeah, and just go to aliexpress.com, find any product, even if Zendrop does not have it, type in safety keychain, and find whatever this product is. Let's just click on a random one. Type in, oh, you found one.
It's not really the product, but yeah, here it is.
Find product and say, Zendrop, I want you to sell this product. I want you to fulfill it. I don't want to deal with AliExpress. I want you to automate things for me, right? So you would grab this URL. Does everybody see the URL at the top? Above the product, there's a URL bar. So you would just copy the URL, the link, directly to that product on AliExpress. Then you would navigate back to Zendrop. And when this feature is available, which will only be for, I think you said pro plans and above, but they have 90-day trial to those, you hit the import to AliExpress button, paste that key, that URL, hit confirm. Then you guys will go find the product through your own means, your own fulfillment, and probably get a better price in most cases. In some cases, it could vary. And then y'all do all the work. So they still can sell anything they want to sell with the safety and comfort of knowing that Zendrop has got their back, and Zendrop is going to help automate things. And it's like that.
And the last step, of course, would just be importing it to your store. But the beauty of this is that you can start selling immediately. As soon as this feature is ready and released, which again will be very soon, we're in the last stages of testing it just to make sure the experience is perfect for you guys. But you can start selling this immediately. We used to have a process where we'd have to go, to our suppliers and grab quote, it would just take a very long, it was very time consuming. There was a backlog of people who requested products. Now, through the use of API, we can do it instantly.
Dude, that's just crazy. Because what this does is, and I've been telling people this for a long time, is when you find a vendor that you can count on, that you can do business with, you want to build a relationship with drop shipping vendors. That's what I've always preached and I've always taught, right? But y'all do so much volume because you have so many sellers, at a high level, that y'all can easily get any product. You got the backing of Zendrop, and you can now sell anything. Y'all will source the product for us, right? And we still don't have to worry about seeing it, touching it, shipping it. We don't have to worry about finding the best price. Like, you guys do everything. And it really does open up a new door for the way I'm going to teach e-commerce moving forward, because there have been cases where like I had one company that was located in the US, and I sold like $200,000 worth of yoga pants, and they had some fulfillment issues, and they kind of just like vanished on me, right? They were like, they ended up fulfilling it, but it was a nightmare and I was having to deal with it. But when you're working with reputable people like Zendrop does, y'all don't run into those issues because y'all are such high volume, such a high volume platform that the vendors that you work with, they're tried, they're tested, they're proven, and should there be an issue, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all are going to be the ones to spearhead it and make it right, make sure everything is smooth. And it's like a user really doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, and that's again why we built this platform in the first place, is because we for years dealt with Chinese suppliers and fulfillment companies, and trying to sort out the best ones is like finding a needle in a haystack. And it's just stress. It's stress to, you're wiring tens of thousands of dollars to China. You don't know where the products are. It's tough to get a hold of somebody. So this platform is completely consumer centric. It's all about you guys. We're just looking to make this the best experience that it possibly can be for you to run a dropshipping fulfillment business. If there's any issues at all, we have an amazing support team 24/7 around the clock to help you guys out, and we're on your side.
And the other thing is, if you're already, again, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're already selling something from Aliexpress on your store, right, and you want Zendrop to take over and automate the fulfillment, probably get you better pricing, faster shipping. Guys, do y'all understand the difference between taking 30 days with ePacket or even 15 days with ePacket versus 7 days with Zendrop's express shipping? Makes all the difference in the world on customers coming back to your store and making a purchase. So if they want y'all to just take over fulfilling a product that they're already actively selling, they would use that feature as well. And Zendrop will take on responsibility and probably get them a better deal. Y'all measure on the dashboard the profit margins, because Shopify doesn't tell you what your profit margins are. It just shows gross revenue. So this will show you what your profit is after cost of goods. I mean, it really does. It automates the math. It automates the product fulfillment. It automates the research for products. It automates the branding for you. It just really does. It's like the answer the industry's been looking for and needing for years.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you hit it on the head.
Yeah, that's freaking epic. All right, so one or two more things. What are some other things in here that y'all do that maybe people won't use right now, but they can look forward to? Because Jared was telling me that when people get to a certain level, like they're doing like 50 to 100 sales a day, I can't remember the exact number, y'all will give people like a personal rep. Y'all will do white labeling. Can you explain to people what those features are once they get to whatever that level may be that's going to help them really, take off?
Sure, yeah. So we're actively obviously monitoring activity on Zendrop, and once we see a seller start to do some volume, typically it's around 100 units per day, we'll reach out. Obviously, we want to cater to people doing volume through our platform, and make sure that they're having they've got everything that they need. Then at that level, it kind of makes sense to go into maybe custom packaging or private labeling. You've got some good cash flow. We can negotiate better deals for you because you're doing high volume. So at that point, you'll be reached out to from someone on our premium support team who will onboard you into our Slack workspace. So we'll literally invite you into a shared channel in the Zendrop workspace with our entire team, from CEO to support reps, and you'll have access to anyone that you need access to: our CTO, our dev team, a private sourcing agent, a premium support rep to help you with whatever you need. We'll run financial statements for you at the end of the week and the end of the month. It's really just a white glove service for anyone that's doing volume drop shipping. And we could also private label any product in the catalog and get you more robust custom packaging. So let's say you wanted to put your logo on a box or a poly bag, or add some more inserts into the packaging, or put custom tape around it, really up level the packaging experience and the brand equity of your company, then we can do all that for you.
Yeah, that's wild. How many of you in here feel like you learned a lot that could change the game for you so far on this webinar? Just say me in the questions box, because this is answering a lot of things that have been issues for me and other drop shippers. Drop shipping is easy, right? But there's always obstacles in any business, and this eliminates 99.9% of the obstacles, right? So like you have the platforms like Pillow Profit, Shine On, T-Launch for the print on demand space, right? I've been teaching you all that for years, and I've made a ridiculous amount of money with those platforms. And then for drop shipping, we've always had to say, okay, go to Aliexpress, search through the vendors, find the best price, read all of their feedback, do all of these things and start building a relationship with someone in China who doesn't know very good English, which you can do. I've done, and it's been phenomenal. But I put in the work to do it. This really does let a complete newbie from scratch come in and bypass what I had to deal with for 5 years. If I had have had this platform 5 years ago, and I'm sure you've heard this many times, I probably would have made 2 to 3 times more money, because I would have had more time to focus on products and sales than fulfillment and relationships and all of that stuff, and negotiating prices and whatnot. So any last questions that y'all might have before? I told Brad I'd only keep him on here for 45 minutes, and it's been an extra 15, and he's got a company to run. So this works for anybody in the world. So like if someone is in Canada, this is just a question, I know what the answer is, but if you're shipping something to someone in Canada, how would the express shipping work if they're in Australia or Canada or UK, or is it just for the US that express shipping works?
Yeah, good question. So for the US right now, or for express shipping right now, we only offer it to the US. We will be rolling it out very shortly to a few additional countries like Canada, the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Australia. For right now, just the US we just offer express shipping, to the US, but we will offer it to other countries soon.
Okay, and what about warranties on products? So if someone gets a product from you guys, they're fulfilling it from you guys, and it arrives to the customer and it's broken or whatever, what is the typical warranty return policy? Like, how would that work? I would just usually message the vendor and be like, yo, you're going to replace this or I'm going to stop selling your products. But how would it work with Zendrop?
Yeah, so Zendrop's policy is we want to make you happy. So any damaged product, lost, stolen, took a little bit too long to ship, we're going to work with you and issue a refund, no questions asked. It's something that we're really proud of, is being a consumer-centric company and platform. And so you know, anything that goes awry with logistics, we'll take responsibility for 100%.
You can't beat that, honestly. Not many people are willing to take on that. But you already work with great vendors, so you know that they'll take care of y'all. One or two last questions. If the supply chain dries up for a specific product that's really hot right now, like let's say you guys did have that safety key and it was just crushing it. There's only so much inventory. So what would happen in the event a vendor that y'all are using to produce a product is running low on inventory? Is there warnings for that, or is that not even a concern?
It's really not a concern. It happens so rarely that it's not really a concern. If we can't find it, chances are it's not out there. So just a little bit of background on dropshipping fulfillment in general. Our suppliers that are on Zendrop have businesses to run, right? And so if they had a bunch of inventory for a bunch of products, they'd have no cash flow to buy the products that you guys are selling, right? So the business model lends itself as such that, you know, sometimes when a product does take a little bit longer to manufacture and there's none left at the moment, we'll definitely notify you that it's going to take a little bit longer to produce or maybe manufacture, and then you can make a decision on whether or not you want to continue to sell this product, you want to send your customer an email and have them wait a few extra days for the product, or do you want to issue them a refund? But we'll always notify you if we can't source the product right away in that processing time.
Okay. Another question is, when a sale is made, is that product coming out of a warehouse in the US or is it shipped from China? Now, I know that they're mostly shipped from China unless they're in that made in the USA section right there. That's going to have much less options for now. Y'all are adding more. Jared also told me, you know, for those of you, I keep saying his name, is a great friend of mine, partner of mine, and just a brilliant guy. He said that when sellers get to a certain level, like let's say I'm selling a lot of LED glow dog collars, that you guys would actually put them in the warehouse in US and ship. You would bring the fulfillment to the US to get even faster shipping at a certain level. Can you speak to that, of when that would be feasible? Or is that something that Jared just randomly told me he could do?
No, I can speak to that. Yeah, so it's kind of the same deal as the white glove plus plan service that we offer. If that's something that you want to do, US fulfillment, I forgot to mention it before, but we can definitely do that. We'll take on inventory, we'll bring it to the US, and you know, if that's the main country that you're selling to, and ship out of a US warehouse. But to answer your previous question, the products most of them are being shipped from China just because of the nature of how drop shipping is at the moment. Again, we're making a big push for US suppliers and suppliers all over the world. But you can see here, this is denoted by China warehouse right here. So that product will be shipped from our Chinese suppliers.
Okay, sweet. And y'all, you know, as time goes on, the made in the USA product section will get bigger and bigger, and there'll always be more options from China, I would assume, but the US made in the USA will grow. And then if you start selling high volume of a certain product, Zendrop has the ability to warehouse that product, get it in the US for you, because they know your history. They can see your analytics and you know, help you bring that fulfillment in the US so you can get even better profit margins. So the thing about Zendrop is, and I'll say this before I let you go, Brad, is that Zendrop is designed for beginners to very easily get started, but it's actually designed for big time, like boss sellers, to make big bucks and automate very tedious processes that you would hit when you're doing 500K to 600K or $1 million in a month, right? So that's what I love about the platform, is beginners can start there, but you never grow out of Zendrop. You grow into Zendrop, right? And you guys have full support, and y'all continue to put out more features and more things. And you've been in business now, what, for just over a year?
Yeah, we started building Zendrop over 2 years ago. We thought we'd launch it in a few months. Wound up taking over a year to build. It's an extremely complex process. But yeah, we've been live for about a year now. The first few months was a beta group, but yeah, we've been live for almost a year now.
Sweet. And just to clarify one thing, because I already know we're going to get a zillion people asking. When people go to the link, this is my partner link with Zendrop, by the way, profitph.com/Zendrop, and they use the discount code Adrian VIP 90. The dashboard's going to tell you that your next billing is in 30 days, but ignore that. You get 90 days on the pro plan for free. That's correct, right? Because a lot of people are like, wait, it says I'm billed in 30 days. I thought I had 90 days to try it free. Can you just clarify that for us real quick?
Yeah, so that's actually proof that we've never offered anyone even close to what we've offered you and your community, because our system doesn't even know what a 90-day promo code is. That's literally what's happening there. It says it's going to be due in 30 days because that's just how the billing system typically works. But if you use the promo code that we made with Adrian, you won't get billed for a full 90-day period. Yeah, it'll just say that in the dashboard.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if you were on the thread, but legitimately, y'all, I sent them a voice message, and I was like, yo, I want to show your platform to my group because I believe in it and I think it's awesome. But I don't come to my group and give them a 14-day free trial because that's crap. It's like, I want something that nobody else gets. I want it to be a ridiculous offering for my group, because when they get on your platform, they're going to sell because they're getting training from me every single week. And you guys were like, okay, well, what do you want? And I was like, I want your pro plan because that's what everybody's gonna want. And I want it free for 90 days because that's plenty of time for people to get in and start making sales and list products, familiarize themselves with things. It's more than enough time. So yeah, I mean, that's why you don't see that their system is really designed for 90-day free trials, because 90-day free trials are stupid to give to people if you're in the business of making money, right? And so because of my relationship with you guys, I appreciate y'all, giving this to us. And when you sign up for Zendrop, you'll go over here to this URL, and it might not bring it up because I'm already signed up, but in the bottom right-hand corner, it'll ask you to put in the discount code, which is Adrian VIP 90. And then you sign up, it'll apply the code, you should be good to go. Brad, thanks so much, dude, for coming on here and staying like almost 30 minutes past when you said you would stay. I really appreciate it, man. I know that my students are excited to sell on Zendrop, and you guys are amazing. So I'm gonna stay on here for a minute and talk with people, but I know that you probably got to roll out. Is there any last words that you want to leave everybody with, or point anything out?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me on and giving me the opportunity to share Zendrop with your community. And I'm really excited to have you guys on. If you guys have any questions about anything at all that we discussed, please contact our support team. Like I said before, they're there 24/7, and it's not some automated messages that you're going to get back from our support team. It's a team of people who really care about helping our Zendrop users. They're amazing, and they'll be able to help you out with anything that you need. You might even see me pop in there. So again, thanks, Adrian, and thank you guys for hanging out with us for a little over an hour. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate it, dude. Have a great night. Just remember to hit leave webinar instead of end when you dip out.
See you, bud.
All right, see you. All right, guys. So, wow, that was awesome. I hope that it was insightful for y'all. This is a live webinar, so we did have a couple of technical difficulties in the beginning, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how would y'all rate this tonight's training? Because it's rare that I share the screen and I never have anybody on here at all. I usually just am a talking head. I have trouble not talking, actually. So I see lots of 10s, some 11s, some 1000s. Awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. next week. All right. I'm working on a deal with Shopify. I'm going to be putting on a contest for new stores on Shopify to give away 1 free year with a Shopify plan. So legitimately, I'm working on this contract now, but we'll be giving away 1 full year of the mid-tier plan with Shopify, and that is a super big deal. That will be probably announced next week. There's lots of back and forth because your boy is a negotiator, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm always trying to get more for my group, and fortunately I have the leverage to do so in many cases, not always. And so that's new. Also next week, we are going to release a completely new members area for the Profit Power Hour. So I'm super excited about that because every training that we do, we record, and you can come in here and hit access now on Profit Power Hour, and you can go watch any and all of our previous trainings all the way back to 2016. We removed 2015 because that was just too old. So this is your current members area, and it's nice and it's great, but sometimes it can run a little slow. There's a lot of unnecessary clicking that's happening everywhere. So what we did is we built a new Profit Power Hour members area for free for you. It's taken us a long time because we loaded up all of the training in it. So next week you're going to get access to this new members area right here, and I'm just going to give you a quick little preview, but it's going to have your webinar replays in it. It's going to have your free business that I built for you in here. So this is the free business I built for you all over the last like 10 weeks. So you'll all have access to that. The webinar replays will be in here, but they'll be organized a little bit differently. And instead of having to click so much, you'll be able to just scroll down. You'll see the icon, so you can very quickly find the training that you're looking for. We listened to a lot of what you were saying. A lot of you were saying it's hard to find the training I'm looking for. So we redesigned the members area for 5 years worth of trainings to make it easier for you to navigate. And we're releasing this next week on our live webinar. Additionally, we're going to go into Zendrop next week, and we're going to find a product, and we're going to get started building a campaign together. So what that means is we're going to find a product, then we're going to set it up on our store, then we're going to go into Facebook ads, and I'm going to build an ad for that product as if I'm marketing it for myself, right? And that means that you can copy and paste exactly what I do. Is it guaranteed to work? No, it's not. But how many of you in here would agree that your odds of getting a sale are significantly better if you're duplicating someone with a ridiculous amount of experience like myself, rather than doing it on your own, going any, mini, money, mo? Just type in money signs if that's something that you would agree would benefit you, right? And I don't always, like every ad I launch doesn't always crush, right? But I want you mostly to learn, how does Adrian's brain work? How does he use a platform like Zendrop to find a product? And then what does Adrian do, right, when he's building a Facebook ad for this product? What keywords would he use? What type of ad would he build? So this is the process that we're going to start. We're going to do a, Zendrop Zendrop X Facebook marketing domination series. So it's going to be really exciting. And we're actually even going to talk a lot more about this safety key right here, which right now is absolutely crushing it. Because my goal isn't to get you on here to sell you a bunch of stuff. It's to get you as much as I can for free, right? It's to show you what's working, and it's to get you making money. Now, I'm not saying you're going to make millions of dollars, but how many of you in here would be happy if you were just simply making more money than you're making right now? Type in the 2. That's your first goal. Goal number 1 is make more money than you're making right now. Be that $100 a month extra, be it $50, be it $10,000. We're all at different levels. So that's what we're going to do next week. New members area, hopefully launching a new contest with Shopify if I have the negotiations and contracts for that. And then we're going to go through this domination bootcamp where I'm going to find a product, you can copy it. I'm going to build an ad, you can copy it. And that way you get to see how to launch a Facebook ad. And lastly, I want to say this because we're going to give away some money in just a second. For those of you that are new to the webinar, if you got in here, go back into your Access Adrian dashboard. Sorry, that's our back end. But go into your Access Adrian dashboard, go to Profit Power Hour, go watch the replays, like watch last week's replay by going to Profit Power Hour, Access Now, replays, watch the replay. So you can catch up. We just started the series last week, so you should see it right here, new drop shipping platform, boom, and you can watch a whole webinar on Zendrop from last week. And every webinar we do, it's live. It's just simply what's working right now in my business. And so it's not going to necessarily follow Instagram Mastery or Ecom Success Academy. This is a Profit Power Hour webinar designed to show you what's working right now, where I'm making money right now, and what I think you should be doing. Second is, I know that a lot of you in here are brand new and you're getting started. And I want you to know that even if you've got family members, friends, negative people in your life, you know, kicking you while you're down, if you got people saying that it's never gonna work, that you should focus on your regular job or whatever it may be, you know, you got haters, I'm here for you, okay? If you got nobody that believes in you, I believe in you, right? And you've got this amazing community in the Profit Power Hour Facebook group that you can tap into, and we all are here for each other. There's no haters in here, there's no negativity, there's no trolls in here. And if you want to succeed, you've got to surround yourself with people, right, that believe in you, that motivate you, and that push you to the next level. That might not be your mom, right? Might not be your wife, your husband, might not be your sister, your best friend. As a matter of fact, those people may very well, in some cases, be your worst enemy when it comes to breaking out and leveling up, right? Because everybody has fear, right, when they get outside of their comfort zone. I hope that's not the case, but I want you to know that no matter what, I got your back every week. There is somebody that believes in you, and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. EST, you better bet my butt's going to be right here in this chair, looking at this webcam, sharing this screen, showing you for free exactly how you can level up. And I'm going to motivate you, and so is everybody else in the group. So don't ever let somebody drag you down, because when I first got started, everybody told me it wasn't going to work. Everybody told me that I was not smart. Everybody told me that I was destined for a mediocre job and my $5 per hour job at the car wash, right? I was not supposed to be wealthy. I wasn't. Yet here I sit with thousands of people tuning in to learn from somebody who everybody said back in the day was slow and stupid and was never going to amount to anything. Here I sit, right? And if I can do it, you sure as hell can do it. And I cannot wait to be the person behind you, pushing you forward and helping you get to the next level. That's what this group is all about. You got a safe place here full of great people and lots of great training. What I want to do now is I want to give away some money, because I actually pay you to do what's in your own best interest. Can you believe that? It's usually somebody trying to sell you something that's in your best interest. I actually pay my students to educate themselves with free training using my time. And I give away money every week. I've given away like probably $50,000, $60,000 in cash over the years to my students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this screen here. And I ask everybody at the beginning of the webinar, it looks like some people weren't in the group just yet as we doubled our requests, to come in here and make a post. By the way, y'all should watch this video. I did a full tour of Shopify HQ. If you haven't watched this video at the top, go watch it. Look at these links in here. There's lots of cool stuff, but this is a sick video. I'm going to just kind of scroll through, and I'm going to find a random person that posted in the group, posted the reminder, and I'm going to give you $200 for getting on a free training, getting a 90-day free trial that I negotiated for you, yet more time that I spent on your behalf, and loved every second of it. And then you'll be able to come back next week and we'll give away more money, right? And give away more free training. So I'm just scrolling through right now. So let's see where my mouse lands, and it's just kind of freezing up a little bit. So I'm going to just scroll back up real fast and let's see who we end up hitting. So I just landed on Mimi, I guess it's Mimi Gal. Everyone, she posted 1 hour ago, so she posted right on time. So Mimi, what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna say at Mimi, congrats to you. Please email us at support@accessadrian.com, subject line PPH winner, and at Corey Crambuel, my right-hand man, will get you paid up. Give us your PayPal address. All right, so every week I give away free money, free education, free money, and good times, right? So I can't think of any other way I would like to spend my Tuesday nights. I've been here through thick and thin, good days, bad days. You know, every day is not amazing. Everything you see on Instagram isn't real from anybody. You know, so just realize we're all human. And sometimes I come on here and I don't feel the best in the world, but I still get on here because I'm making a promise to you that I got your back. All right, Mimi Gal, congrats. Everyone else, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for investing your time in this webinar. It means the world to me. And I hope to see you all succeed. And I hope that you love Zendrop. Again, here is the link to Zendrop. You need to go through this link. This is my partner link that they gave me for this negotiated deal. And you need to use this discount code. In 90 days, you're in Zendrop completely free. They've never done this before. So it's going to save you a lot of money. It's like $150 and you get it free. So hope that you enjoy that. Again, I love you all. All right, stay safe, stay healthy. If you're a healthcare worker and you're on here, thank you so much for your service and you know, putting your life on the line to help people during this crazy pandemic. The world can't thank you enough. And I'll see you all next week. Same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour, live with your boy, Adrian. Until then, go get some sales. Good night, y'all.